Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Maximus Black.
And Nova War.
And we're doing some cold casting.
We are. And just in case you were wondering, Albert was in this game, but he left.
Albert has left the building.
Ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, like as Jeff was saying, we are doing a cold cast here. This is the first of several we're doing this evening. We can't get together this week at all, aside from today, which is tournament day. So we're running on sheer willpower
long
at this
day,
point.
about 10 hours of Starcraft.
Very long day, but you know what? We're loving it. We're having a good time. And yeah, lots of cold casts to make up for the fact that we can't meet this week because Jeff is getting some teeth ripped out of his face.
Yippee.
And I'm going to be up to my neck in homework.
Awesome.
Yeah, doubly awesome. So these are all just cold casts, so join us on this journey.
Yes, so we actually have absolutely no idea. I did get this replay off the forums, d2dgamer.com, where you submit your replays. And the person who sent this in, I won't tell you who it is because then you'll know who wins the game. But it is a silver versus diamond,
Actually,
apparently.
I would correct you. It is actually bronze versus diamond, which is impressive. I don't know if that's just the most epic fail of the matching system or if this was an OBS game, which it probably looks like because apparently Mr. Albert Wesker was in the game.
Sure. So let's introduce our players. Down here in the bottom position, we have Evire.
Evire or Evire? Evire. I'm going with Evire.
Evire it is. And
sure.
Up top here in the north position, we have
ShovZ.
Sure. Okay.
All right.
So it is a Protoss versus Terran. Very typical builds here. Getting the pylon, getting the gateway, chucking up your assimilator, and up top here, Terran doing the exact same thing. Supply depot, barracks, extractor, getting that fairly fast gas, so we will probably see some marauders of some sort. And basically, Terran does that anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anything we should... Oh, our store is now up and running. If you guys want some LAGTV or D2D Gamer clothing, the link will be in the description bar. Really nice stuff. If you like When Cheese Fails, we have that t-shirt. We have Shit the Bed. We have Micro Your Macro. And a couple of other things. Really cool stuff.
And there is more to come.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And it looks like the second assimilator now going down, Cybernetics Core. This is very, very typical build, Gateway Cybernetics Core. One thing that I will take note of is he is bringing out that Zealot right away. And he's not chronoing his Zealot either, so it looks like he is going to go heavy on probes.
Yeah, no, that is generally when I'm up against a Terran player, I do go a little heavier on my economy, mostly because I know that I'm going to need a little more extra mineral to get out to get that first wave of Terran barracks units out of the way. And something I will point out is, yeah, he's got that second assimilator down right after he put down that cyber. I do the same thing, and some people complained about me when I'm doing that, and essentially I do it to get more sentry out, especially if I'm up against a Terran. It gives you you need a lot of gas for that sentry, obviously. Lots of gas, a very intensive unit for that resource. And so I'm assuming we're probably going to see quite a few sentry, or maybe they're just going to rely heavily on Stalker, which wouldn't be a very smart idea because, as you were saying, we're probably going to see a few Marauder on the field. Interesting
builds on both sides here. It looks like he actually just decided to go one Gateway Cyber, then Robo. And up top here, I don't know if he's going to go for the 1-1-1, one barracks, one factory, one starport. But he is getting out a really fast siege tank. Still not upgrading the siege yet.
Now he is.
Now he's upgrading the siege.
This is interesting.
This is interesting. It's not totally out of the norm, but it is kind of weird how he did get out that really, really fast robotic facility. And as you can see, he is getting an observer. I was curious to find out if he was going to go ahead and get a fast immortal, but that's not the case. He is going to get an observer. He does want to see what the enemy's doing, and I'm all thumbs up for seeing your opponent.
Yeah, so far so good. A little bit of Mac Haps coming out here for the Protoss player, and you know what? What I'm thinking could come out of this for the Terran player ShovZ is maybe he's thinking he's going to try and do a bit of an old-fashioned Terran contain. If you're getting a fast siege tank like that with fast siege, that might be what you have in mind, and he is moving out right now, so that might exactly be what we're looking at here. He is bringing down an SCV. He might even be throwing up a bunker for that contain, so it wouldn't be surprising to see something like that. That probe now getting, or thought he was going to get out of there.
Nope.
Unfortunately, not his day. Bob the Zealot standing there, not really doing his job because he can't block anything standing out there by himself. But there are the sentries. I thought he'd be getting a few of them because of that early gas, and that is very essential against a Terran early on in the game, blocking that ramp.
Yeah, so, he did see the fact that the Terran player is coming down. He's taking his good old time coming down, waiting for another siege tank and a marine. Very good. Bringing out those sentries. That's going to allow him to block off his front in case he does get overran here. And, if he tries to come up this ramp, he can always cut those units in half. He's got a Zealot there on the ground, and it looks like he is coming over here, sieging up out front. Most likely going to see a bunker go down here for the Terran player, but for some reason, popping his head up, absolutely perfect force field. Wow, I just came.
I came twice.
I got a chub.
No, that's exactly what he needed to do, and I'm surprised that just happened. I for sure thought there was going to be a bunker go down and have those Marines go in, but I guess that SCV was supposed to be a bit of a meat shield, but that's not super effective against a Protoss player, because as you saw, all he needed to do was cut them off, and they were basically dead in the water. The Terran player now is going to either have to decide one of two things. Do we want to continue trying to do this contain, leaving those tanks down there, which is really dangerous at this point, because he could probably take them out, and he's probably going to move out here very soon.
He should probably do that right now.
Before he gets down with any more reinforcements. 2 Immortals, very nice.
Yep.
I absolutely love it. This is a really nice combination of units right now.
Run the Immortals out first, and then run your units out behind it.
Absorb those that damage with the Immortals, because of course with those shields, as you know, they can only get 10 damage done to them at a time, and those siege tanks are going to be rendered useless for the most part. Keep that splash damage off. And another Immortal, beautiful play. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. And is that what is that for Terran right now coming up in the queue? Inferno Blue Flame.
Awesome.
So maybe we're going to see a little bit of mineral line harassment here if he can get in.
Well, you know what? I want to talk about that stupid play there that ShovZ did, and an expansion now going up for ShovZ as well.
Good idea with that contain.
Absolutely. This contain wasn't necessary. He brought up that SCV, which in my books was just stupid. He finally got out there. He could have built a bunker, really contained him then. An absolute fantastic force field to get rid of those ground units.
And he does see all those tanks, by the way. That observer is
absolutely.
Yeah.
But what he should have done, as soon as he killed those initial units, he knew that a tank was out there. He should have ran out. Those were tanks were easy pickings.
Yeah.
And that if he would have went out and killed, he probably would have scared ShovZ, and ShovZ probably would have not have came right back down here to try to do this contain again. But I think that was a bit of an error here on Evire, I guess we're gonna call him.
Evire, something.
But still, it looks like he is in pretty good shape. But he is playing with fire here, and he may get burned.
Quite literally.
Absolutely.
Pre-igniter just finished.
Oh, yeah. Blue Flame just finished, so he is playing with fire. ShovZ doing a good job, taking advantage, getting out that expansion, knows that Evire doesn't have an expansion now. What is this? Oh, a War Prism.
Okay, so we're going to get a little bit of a harass, maybe try and get the Terran to back up, ShovZ to back up a bit and see if he can distract him long enough to get outside of his base, because if the Protoss can get his units out, he'll be okay. It's just the initial walking down the ramp with all that siege fire that's the big problem right now. Maybe this will be his opportunity. But one thing I will mention before Jeff gets in here is that what I want to see ShovZ do is get an SCV down there and start building turrets before Dark Temp come onto the field, which I'm sure might happen if this game goes too much longer.
Yeah, I'm loving this play right now. Going up here, he's going to force ShovZ to do one of two things: unsiege and back up, or go in there and attack. He does not want to go in there and attack. That will be death for him. And look at this.
And
he is making him go do it, and he's backing off right now. Absolutely perfect warp. If he can just keep warping in units at this point and force ShovZ to back up while he backs up, then get that expansion and keep going, and then basically turn this game upside down, make this game take a 180.
Yeah, exactly. No, what I'm noticing right now is Stim is just about to finish here. That's not going to be a major player right now, because not a lot of barrack units on the field, actually. This is more of a heavy mech build we're seeing right now, and there are turrets down there. He is realizing that that is a smart move to be making. And you know what? This is going to be good. You know, at this point, Evire could probably back out of the base. This is going to be a terrible decision.
Beautiful
because there's
force
a
field.
split. I love it. I just came twice again. I'm going to have to change pants.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Putting the pressure on Terran. You always don't have to be the aggressor. Sometimes all it takes is that 4 stalkers to go into a base and then really put ShovZ on a world of pain here, get him panicking, make him run up, and then absolutely still up here doing some damage, did a great force field, cut his units in half, did the damage, and now forcing ShovZ to back up or lose the game right now. And in my books, I think ShovZ already lost this game.
Yeah, ShovZ, if he hasn't lost it already, he is in a world of trouble. These Stalker are doing bad damage to his base right now, just having absolutely free will and Rain running around the base, and he is ShovZ bringing back his remaining units. But I don't think that's going to be enough, because if If Evire brings up his units that are in his base and continues to warp in units, he's going to sandwich what is left of this force if this force doesn't get taken out already, which I think it's going to. And I'm sure we are going to see a GG go up here very shortly. If not, I would be very surprised.
Yeah, hopefully this guy isn't a douche and just lifts off and goes into a corner. But there we go. Oh, PT game. What does PT mean?
I don't know. These guys, I have virtually no idea.
Okay. Anyways, I think that this game's about to finish. Some really, really good force fields. And one thing that I will note, when he was up here doing that attack, he still paid attention to his base down here and did a perfect force field, cutting those units in half and, you know, just destroyed them. Yeah,
no, that was very, very well played, and both of them saying a well played, very good sportsmanship. Gotta love that as well.
Yep.
And ShovZ saying, I hope you end up in diamond soon, because he wants that rematch for sure. And Evire, of course, saying, I don't rematch diamonds, because how often does a bronze player take out the diamond, right?
Let me tell you something. When you beat a diamond in your bronze,
you never play him again.
You run away. You just
run away screaming with your hands above your head and just love it.
Absolutely.
Relish it.
Absolutely. Anyways,
let's wrap it up. That was absolutely fantastic.
You know what, Adam? This cast went very well considering we've never seen it before.
Somehow this actually went better than most of the casts that we've watched the games.
Maybe we should just start.
Maybe we should just never watch a game again.
Cold casting these
cold
things.
Casting.
Well, anyways, we got to get going. We're gonna do another cold cast right up, and yeah. So check out When Cheese Fails episode 8. That's gonna be out real soon. If not, it's probably already out.
It's probably already out
by the time you watch this cast.
Yep, definitely. So for now, this has been LAGTV. I am Nova War
and Maximus Black.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.